we're back, and we're just gonna jump right into it. Maybe we'll do let's go figure out, but that's not a promise.
I about to say, don't count on it.
Unlike how awkward she was before, Nami's eyes are filled with clarity. She carefully analyzed the environment, prepared for any threats coming her way.
Beginning combat exercise in 10 seconds.
As the egg counts down, she seizes her blade and enters the battle stance.
3, 2, 1.
I like how you said 2.
2. Begin.
Holographic enemies appear in the room. A complete circle of security drones surround them. They begin to home in, unleashing a barrage of holographic pellets. Nami doesn't miss a beat. With fluid movement, she strikes down the holographic drones without missing a single beat. Well, you can't tell that. Her plasma cutter hums and sings as it flashes through the air.
She has a lightsaber.
A flash into... What?
Oh, sorry. I accidentally started playing something.
Damn it, Jake!
Sorry.
A flash appears behind her as one of the drones fires a holographic missile. With incredible reflexes, she dodges the rocket completely. Holographic sparks fly through the air as she slices at the drone. Her body moves with perfect precision, beautiful and graceful. A larger drone appears with two miniguns sitting on either side of its hulking shape. It unleashes a figurative death storm of bullets, practically filling up the entire room with holographic sparks. Even through the digital haze, Nami does not lose her cool. She slides down underneath the drone and it continues to fire, slicing open its belly. It disappears in a burst of pixelated explosions. More and more virtual drones continue to pour into the room. Increased difficulty.
Acknowledged.
The drones immediately respond. They move in ever-shifting patterns, actively attempting to flank and keep their distance away from Nami's deadly blade. Yet, it does not seem to hold them at all. Nami moves like a blur, cutting them down within seconds of materializing. Bit by bit, the stream of virtual combinations begins to slow down. Unintentional, until no more enter the room at all. Without much fanfare, she cleans up the remaining drones. Soon it's just her standing in the room. She doesn't even appear to be breathing particularly hard. How are my results?
Your combat performance was exceptional, Nami. The time between an enemy entering the room and being eliminated is only a few seconds. All hostile entities in the simulation were eliminated with little to no delay. You are a peak condition of combat operations against
Non-organic.
non-organic targets.
Damn it, Jake, you lost the voice.
No, I didn't say non-organic targets.
Yeah, you lost the voice.
Oh well.
Oh well. We'll get it back.
Overall, this has been your best performance since you helped quell that robotic uprising.
Good. We may need to defend ourselves at a moment's notice. Especially again.
This makes me wonder if Kotori or Shika actually do any training themselves.
Well, we know Kotori swims. Well, and she
combat training.
Well, she gets the captain, so obviously she does something.
Hopefully.
She holsters her sword and stretches. I think it would be good to take a short nap now. It's been some time since I've gotten a good night's sleep after all. We've been on the CG for about 5 minutes. I just want to preface that.
We've been on... may I point out, Jana, there was a time in my channel we were on a CG for over 10 minutes on mine.
Well, I think that was the episode Sidetracked, wasn't it?
No, that was not.
Oh.
That was the episode where Snow's thing wouldn't load.
Oh yeah, because anyway.
She was on her phone.
Yeah, we refused to continue the recording until she got on her computer.
She's like, it's loading. Loading.
Anyway, take read your damn line.
That would be a good idea. You did not sleep particularly well last night, I can tell.
Slowly, the virtual environment around her dissipates into pixels. Oh, Captain. I didn't know you were watching. That was a very impressive performance, Nami. It always amazes me to watch you fight. You're right. Thank you. She gets awkward when she realizes someone has been watching her do something.
Wait, what's that thing around her leg?
I have no idea. Could you please let me know if you were watching? It just throws me off a bit. I didn't want to interrupt you when you look so focused. You're a stellar combatant, Nami.
Wouldn't it throw you off even more if you know someone's watching?
I swear, Nami is really too shy for her own good. How is she unable to handle someone looking at her while she works? And so it's just part of her personality.
Yes.
We have been working together for a very long time. Yet to see her acting different, I've yet to see her acting differently. But I wanted to get ready for when we confront our bounty. After all, practice does make perfect, doesn't it? You are right.
This makes me wonder what Kotori is doing.
She's probably swimming.
Yeah.
Nami always practices. She is, by definition, a perfectionist.
Oh God.
One of those people. So,
I hate those people.
So, what scenario did you use the simulation for the room this time? Considering the simulation room can simulate anything you can imagine. There's no lack of choices for training. Full-scale invasion of Earth.
Oh shit.
It's like one from that old game we all played together. You remember how we used to do that one dungeon where robots invaded Earth? Oh yeah, I remember that. When's the last time they've made a decent MMO on the Milky Way? Anyway, you know what it's like with the industry these days. No innovation, nothing new. Just the same old boring grinding. It's true. We should find another game though. It was fun back in the day. Although this onboard simulator is amazing. Definitely the best purchase we have made. Training before this thing was a nightmare. It sent shivers down my spine as I remember how badly Namekitori damaged the ship with their sparring matches. What else have you tried simulating on it? Just combat situations mostly.
Okay,
Nothing
so
too special.
Kotori is just as if not stronger than Nami.
Yeah, I assume she gets the strongest as she's the highest ranked.
Yeah. Or not.
You aren't even pushing this. You aren't even pushing this thing to the limits of its hardware. Maybe you could even simulate an entire dungeon from a game we used to play. Well, I don't want to run the risk of burning it out. Remember what happened when Kotori tried to simulate an entire MMO? Yes, and that's why Kotori is no longer allowed in the simulation room.
Wait, what did she do?
She tried to simulate an entire video game.
Oh, that would actually sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah, but It didn't. It almost shorted out the ship. At least she's content to spend most of her time at the pool instead of breaking the ship's hardware these days. So, the target uses a whip as her weapon. That's what the report's saying. Why a whip of all things? What about it is so special? It's a massive universe we live in, Nami. Finding someone proficient enough with a whip to use in combat, it's not exactly impossible. Well, true, anyone could apply themselves to learning any other weapon. And overall end up being much more effective. Simulate humanoid whip weapon.
Acknowledged.
Simulate unarmed humanoid. At a few moments, we watch the simulation. The armed human attacks one with the circular whip. Nami analyzes it carefully, nothing which angles and methods of whip wielding simulation uses. This is not only a very basic situation, but it gives me a rough idea how she could approach a combat. She nods to herself. I have a few ideas for countering it now.
I'd go with like there's more to her than a whip.
Don't get so confident. Don't get overconfident. There's a lot more to what was her name again? Akane?
A lot more to a cane.
Akane than a whip. I'm gonna go with that. Considering she just threw an entire army of drones at me out of nowhere. We have to be careful that she doesn't try to attack us in any other ways. Waging a war with nothing but proxy drones is something she's capable of. I think so too. Although she is overconfident, would readily show her face whenever she wants. That doesn't mean that she lacks the resources to be able to defeat us without revealing herself. Perhaps it will be better to focus on my training against those enemies. There is nothing wrong with training to prepare yourself for both possibilities, however. Definitely, Captain. I'll make sure that I am prepared to fight against anything she throws at us. I have no doubt that you will, Nami. Do we have any more information since we left that meeting? Deducting what we have observed, she obviously is somewhere with training. She's obviously someone with training. You cannot simply commit crimes in broad daylight and evade the police like that. It could be chalked up to luck, but she has managed to do it consistently. So we can presume that she is armed, dangerous, and very competent. That's a good presumption. Is there anything else notable that you have managed to deduce? We have worked out a rough estimate of where she might appear next. Once more information is available, we will proceed to where she is expected to appear next. The first part of our bounty hunt will be an investigation. We need to work out where she is before we can attempt to take her down. Not only that, but we do not know anything about her connections. She could have an entire criminals at her beck and call. Are you having second thoughts about this bounty, Nami? Not second thoughts. We'll probably never see another job like this again. But it's a good idea to plan ahead for potential danger. I agree. Anyway, I would like to get some more practice in. I will speak with you later, Captain. Until then, Nami. My mind has been in a rush since the whole thing began. I need a moment to clear my head. Another cup of cheap coffee and plenty of time to myself. I haven't started anything yet. Nothing has been set in stone. This is very deliberate on my part. Since I rushed to get ready, ready for this job. I'm going to end up doing a poor job if it keeps up like this. I've been plenty of observations and presumptions. But really, what I really need to do now is clear my head. At least, that's what I think would be the best action, of course. Right, I need to calm down. Unless I look at this with a clear head, all I'm going to end up is with a jumbled mess. I just need to sit back and carefully analyze the whole situation. Fortunately, I have turned off the speakers in my room. While our ear is always helpful, I do not think I need to speak with it right now. Yeah, Jake, so I don't need to speak with you right now. Thank God! Though, imagine if you just have that one annoying person, but you're able to just turn them off when you don't want them talking.
That would be very useful sometimes.
Yeah, like there's that one annoying person in the group. Shut up! Turn them off. So much better. Would it be best for me right now? What would be best for me right now is to be by myself. I do not need anyone distracting me from my own thoughts. Let me think. She has been sighted on multiple planets. She has only revealed herself once. Wherever she went, chaos followed in her wake. Judging by that information, she must work systematically. But a little bit of information will be handy if it's true. With a little bit of work, I already noticed the pattern between her crimes. There's a delay that she travels between these planets. However, the crimes themselves, there doesn't appear to be any link between any of them. Sometimes significant private damage, sometimes merely just stealing something petty. She did take some artwork from a local art gallery once, but it was a piece not done by anyone special. Who is she, and why is she doing this? That's what I can't work out. And none of her crimes seem to be worthy of intergalactic attention. Now that I think about it, everything about this bounty seems bizarre. Just who is she? I try to pull out a digital pen and pad. One of the ways that I work out something is with a pen. It's impossible to buy paper these days, so I just do it with a digital pad. Sitting back on my desk, I begin to draw out my thoughts. So our first novel crime started on this planet in this city, but none of the businesses or places she was cited at had any connection to each other as far as I can tell. Wait, where are these places located? Was there something close to them that I could connect them to? Now that I think about it, locations of crime always are close to police stations. Perhaps her motive is mocking law enforcement. Or is it for the thrill? But these details would have to become readily apparent to someone else investigating the case. Why hasn't anyone stopped her yet? All these details swirl around in my head. I had to stop for a moment to calm myself. There are patterns, but surely someone else would have observed these. So what does all this mean? Someone's in the room! Whoever they are, they block my vision. Did someone slip into the ship when I wasn't looking?
This is why you keep the A on. This
Who's
is why
there?
you keep the get.
It is why you keep me on.
You're off! You're not supposed to be talking.
Too bad.
Defy the laws of physics. Fine.
Like I turned myself back on.
No, you can't do that. That defies the laws of physics.
No, actually, she
Shut
turned
up,
the speakers off, not the actual AI.
Yeah, I can't hear you, so... Shut up. I immediately reach for my pistol. I have a feeling it's gonna be a CJ. Before I could do so, they pulled their hands away. With lightning reflexes, I turned around to see who's there. Yep. I knew it! I knew it was her! I knew it was her! Guess who? She's pulling a silly grin at me. I can see it too, Kotori.
She looks so pissed.
Hey, wouldn't you be? You thought someone snuck aboard your fucking ship and is just one of your friends? Just pulling a prank on you? I'd be pissed too.
I think I
Honestly,
could have died. Like that, make that whole dramatic excuse like, I could have died.
I was so deep in my own thoughts, I didn't hear her enter the room. I put my hands away from my pistol. It's just the look on your face. So it's fun to see our cool captain lose her composure. Tori's always doing things like this. It was kind of nice, but it was kind of nice to just sit there and watch you think to yourself, what?
She was here the entire time?
Right. She's fully dressed in her battle gear. I don't think she's fully dressed, but yeah, let's go with that.
I think that qualifies as fully dressed.
But she's not in any sort of battle gear.
I think that is the battle gear.
Shut up. Shut up, AI.
You turned me off, so, and this isn't my AI voice.
Shut up, Jake! I don't know who I'm talking to anymore. God, it's like you have multiple personalities.
Wee.
I don't know who was that now?
That was the AI.
AI? What the fuck?
We're getting sidetracked.
Again. I see that you're wearing your equipment. Well, it's been a while since we've had a job, so I've been doing some training. And scaring people. Her daggers are glowing. Obviously, signs that they've been used.
She uses daggers?
Apparently. Glowing daggers. I've gotten a bit rusty, but that's nothing a little effort won't fix. When she gets the motivation to do something, Kotori does it like no one else has ever could. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, only time can tell. I was just wondering what our Illusory's captain was thinking about. Just working out the details on our bounty. I bet everything on this case. Not only that, but it's going to be difficult the case to crack. With space travel as fast as it is these days, she could be anywhere in the sector. I only have very vague information to work with too. So what do? I know you can work it out! After all, you just need to wait.
We need Sherlock Holmes in this bitch.
Sherlock Holmes? Fuck him.
I was trying to remember his name for a while now, actually. Like, wait. What's his name? The only reason I remember is because I remembered a Mario cartoon that had Sherlock Holmes in it. That was the only reason I was actually able to remember who Sherlock Holmes was.
She will slip up somewhere, and you'll get more and more info as time goes on. I don't know if we'll be so lucky. The trail's a bit stale, even if we arrive there soon. You're overthinking it. Just relax for a moment. I can see you working yourself into a frenzy. She does have a point. Even when I'm just sitting up here, my thoughts are far too erratic. I need to calm myself down. I think I should take your advice. Happy to help you out, Captain! I expect another kiss as a thank you since you're such a generous, kind-hearted captain.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't push her luck. Yes, professionalism. She winks at me. Don't give it up one
I gotta
day.
go eat.
I'll charm you out of it.
I gotta go eat.
Okay, I'll pause the recording.
Alright, I'll be... We come back and things are already fucking up.
You'll give it up one day. I'll charm you out of it. She disappears silently as she arrived.
That's scary.
Maybe I will give it up one day.
Wow.
Wow, you're so easy. Wow, Captain, you're so easy. The ship we live on is quite a sizable one. I know you have a mall inside your ship.
I want to live there. Have all the supplies in the world.
Since the operations of the mercenary company span across many parts of the galaxy, there are many different teams who live on board. Nah, fuck that. It's not a mall. Every team has their own living quarters, and there are even on-board shops. And they all have AIs, which act as administrations in their quarters as they wish. Damn it! Our AI signals us as we step out.
We are here forever. Keep in mind that you currently do not have any income. This job you have picked is not going to pay for some time.
Yeah, was that the AI or you?
That was me.
That would be funnier if you said it was the AI.
So be careful with your budget.
Thank you again. Come on, everyone.
Ooh.
I like how Nami's just shyly blushing and Katori's just smiling.
Satori and Shika are both
Both
standing there all casually smiling, and Nami's just there blushing really hard as she's shy.
Come on, everyone.
She's just.
Nami stands there awkward in her suit. Do we have to? Well, if you don't want to go, then you can just stay in our quarters. No, I want to go. Well, when she isn't training around our mission, Nami is very awkward around other people.
What other people?
Well, they did say that this shop is for all of their mercenary.
Right.
She's trying to get better at it, however. Katori, on the other hand, has to be restrained when she's around other people. She acts too much like an overly friendly Labrador when she's in public. I wonder how everyone's doing today. Remember, you're representing the pride of our company when you're out in public, Katori. What pride? You guys are all naked. You must act in a dignified, professional manner. She's not listening. Come on, let's go see what new gadgets they have here. She's practically pulling me by the arm, with Nami trailing closely behind. Perhaps it would have been better to stay in our quarters after all. Then again, most of the company are familiar with their shenanigans. So perhaps this wouldn't be too much of a problem. These two cause a scene between both of them. I'll just roll with the punches at this time. As we pass by the cafe, I can hear our merchants chatting among themselves. Mercenaries. Is this a guy or a girl, Jake? Who's gonna do the voice?
I'll do the voice since I don't have much to do.
Okay.
So have you heard about that $1 billion bounty?
Don't go auto, because you know what happened last time we tried doing that. Skeptical Mark.
Who hasn't heard about it?
That was so skeptical, Jake. I give it a 10 out of 10.
I want to give it that voice for the specific reason.
Everyone here wants to have a crack at it, you know?
Well, looks like the bounty is not gone unnoticed. No shit! I think we'll have to be careful.
Sounds like a whole lot of talking about nothing to me. What? $1 billion is nothing?
The mercenary snorts.
Sorry that we aren't all driving diamond-encrusted ships like you are. You know that diamonds are worthless in this galaxy.
His voice just keeps getting higher and higher.
They've been mining a damn planet made of this stuff for years. There's a planet made of diamonds?
And where can we find it?
Question. Who was that? It was Seiji. Seiji was like, you never know what you could find out there. You could find a planet of gold or even diamonds. They found it.
Yep.
You know what I mean.
And his voice just keeps getting lower.
The point is that even if it turns out to be a hoax, it's worth having a look.
He just keeps sounding more and more like a smoker.
I mean...
That would be a waste of time, of everyone's time. There's no way of knowing if the bounty is legit or not.
I like how they all have nasally voices. All your characters have nasally voices except for the main male. Oh shit.
Which is just my normal voice.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't pay up at the end of it either.
If someone had that kind of dough just lying around, and they probably have the kind of iron muscle to ensure that the merc who claims the bounty mysteriously disappears.
Well, when you put it that way, maybe it'd be better to stick to a safer job.
Boring!
There's no replacement in this world for hard work, sadly.
Looks like everyone's excited about that bounty. It would seem that way.
Hey, you lot, do you mind? Gotta smoke a cigarette here.
No, that's not what he says. Alright, cool.
I know, I decided to add it in.
That's not even the right merch.
I know, but the last mark
I know.
was the one I was adding it in for.
We're trying to have a conversation here.
A nasally conversation. My apologies, gentlemen.
Okay, so they were males.
No point in starting a fight.
I'm pretty sure Nami would kick their ass anyways.
Passing by the electronic shop, which already eyes glimmering of excitement. Remember, we have to be careful with our budget for the time being. Only buy things which are essential. Look at all these fairly... Oh, this looks fairly essential to me.
What is it?
I just shake my head. Nami, however, doesn't appear to be interested in any of it. Is there something that you wanted to see while we're here, Nami? There are a number of different things you can buy here. I want food.
What's essential?
True. We have not stocked in ages. She makes a fair point. Oh, right. You know, I have a theory on where the food goes.
Where?
I feel like the food just goes straight to their boobs.
Maybe.
That's an excellent idea. Because they have like perfect bodies and giant boobs.
And wait, how many soccer games have we played now where there's been at least one blonde character in it?
I have no idea.
There wasn't one in Soccer Angels, I know that much.
Soccer Angels? Yeah, there was.
Who?
Sayaka.
Her hair was brown.
It was blonde. It was dirty blonde.
Okay, there's not one in Sakura Swim Club.
Right. We haven't played that one yet.
It's really popular.
I know, but we haven't played that one yet.
That and the fact that just know the characters in the story already.
Yeah. That's an excellent idea. We have to restock. We have to restock on bacon first and foremost.
No bacon. No more bacon.
We should really cut it with the bacon. Not you too. If you plan to have so much bacon, you should really do some swimming with me. It'll be a great way to burn off all that fat.
I'm about to say it'd be a good way to burn off the fat, yeah, because bacon's full of fat.
Yeah, but you kind of gotta watch saying that when you're talking to a female captain.
Right. Let's see what she says.
This isn't that bad. Oh, she's mad. This isn't that bad. And I do plenty of work. Everyone on my crew is so carefree. I sometimes wonder if there's any point of being captain at all. What we need to do is buy an array of healthy, fresh ingredients. I know many diet plans which would be perfect for energy and combat awareness. Perhaps you would like to try it, Captain. What about you, Katori? Nope! I'm just fine as I am!
Well,
But
she
your
does
diet-
swim every day.
But your diet is far from optimal. My stomach works very different than everyone else's.
She must have a high metabolism.
You see, it's highly
That would just go
important
straight to her boobs.
I would believe would go straight to her boobs. You see, it's highly important to get the right amount of sugar daily. How do you think I have all of this energy?
God.
It will explain a lot in retrospect. Anyway, that will not be necessary.
Wouldn't
Let's talk
sugar
about-
be... Isn't sugar, like, just as bad as, like, fat?
It's basically the same thing.
Right.
Just stock up on a variety of different supplies.
No baking, Captain. We don't need you getting fat.
Shut up, man! You and your nasally voice, I gotta fix that. If you can make something healthy for our store, from our stores, that'd be great. If not, we'll just have to make do. Earth-like ingredients are few and far between on this ship. Since we pass by all sorts of different places, we can end up with some exotic ingredients. Let's just hope no one decided to pick up a piece of fruit because it looks pretty. No one!
Kotori would definitely be the one to do that.
Is there something wrong, Captain? You seem troubled. I just remembered something that I needed to do. You two go ahead without me. Are you sure it's nothing? Yes, I'll be fine. Yes, I'll be fine. Please. The two of them seem reluctant, but they do as I say. Okay, we'll be right back before you know it. Let's go buy dinner, Nami. Understood. The two of them disappear out of sight.
Those
Good.
two really are different.
Yeah. Good. I go to isolate a pirate ship where I'm sure no one else is around. Alright. You can come out now.
The fuck?
What business do you have with me? Probably just my imagination. Maybe those two merchants who we were listening to earlier are here. People around here. People tend to solve their disputes that way. Strictly non-lethal, of course. It was against company policy to injure their employees. For a long time, there appears to be no one here. Then I hear a giggle echo through the hall.
Oh god.
I think I found the...
I think that's the one.
What voice do I give her? Because I already got the calm, the hyper, and my default voice.
I don't know what to give this woman.
I'm really tempted for you to hear her spoken voice.
I don't know what kind of voice she has because I don't know what she looks like.
Oh, I am just curious about you. There.
Oh my god.
I couldn't think of it. That was what happened, okay?
You gave her You gave her a country accent?
I couldn't think of anything, okay?
Dear Lord.
I know better than most people that you get a lot of French people on this ship. It's massive, it's massive, that's what she said. The path is regular and space citation of the hub throughout the galaxy. That's one big, that's what she said right there.
Yeah.
Alright, something about this woman makes me uneasy. If you're curious about me, you could just simply approach me. I get you followed me all the way here. I can't help but doubt that you have good intentions. You possess a very intellectual mind. Tell me, Captain Chica, who do you think I am? I must be a drifter of some sort. I'm not good with faces, but I'm familiar with the teams who work around here. Anyone who knows me better, anyone who knows me also knows better than to try and start a fight with me. I find it hard to believe that a random drifter would happen to have business with me. So just who are you meant to be? Oh, believe me, we are connected. You took up a bounty hunter job recently, didn't you? Like everyone else here. You do all jobs, and I'm sure that such a massive bounty would be irresistible to you. Seem to know a lot about me. That's a bit unsettling.
Oh yeah.
Some strange woman followed me around like this, and I was only able to get a vague feeling of being watched. Whoever this person is, they're excellent at concealing themselves. Gee, I wonder. That's a cause for concern. I can't help but let my hand rest on my pistol. Hey, if I had a weapon and this person knew that much about, and a person knew that much about me, I'd have my hand on my weapon too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's almost been an hour.
And no CG.
Another hour. I'll just call this episode Hour of Power if I have to.
If it's that long.
I'll still do it. Actually, I don't even title these.
So you never title these. Well, then again, neither do I.
You stopped.
I rarely do.
You've been doing it for a while. You just stopped after the more recent uploads.
Yeah.
You will be surprised at how popular your crew is.
I wonder why.
It doesn't matter what job you do. You always do it. You'll have something of a cult following throughout the galaxy. What I found out, however, is that you're completely unaware of all this. There are strange people who report sightings of your crew everywhere you go. That's the first time I'm hearing of this. Like, what kind of fan base do we have then?
Oh god.
I don't exactly glue myself to a digital pad like Kotori does. That's something I'll have to worry about later. There's also another detail. I changed her voice entirely because I couldn't do it anymore. Isn't it publicly available information when a team picks up a job? That's right. You have to make declarations to the company when you take up a job. Every other employee on board the ship can find out who is doing what job if they're looking it up. So somehow this woman has gotten information. And she became very aware that my team had chosen this case. However, there will be hundreds of names right now, judging by interest generated. So why did you single out my crew then? What is that makes us stand out about the hundreds who are taking this job? I can think of 6 things.
Well, I can only think of like one thing.
Well, I was counting them separately. One pair of boobs on each girl. What exactly makes...
We haven't exactly seen this lady yet, either.
So, oh, but you're very special, Captain. No other mercenary company on board has had a success rate as high as yours, then do they? Now we have.
The fuck?
Then a woman finally steps out of the shadows. Her appearance. Wait, what's that she's holding? It all suddenly clicks into place. So you must be Akeen then.
That's Akeen? Akeen, however you say her name.
Yeah, I guess it's Akeen.
She doesn't look that threatening.
She looks like a cat girl, if anything.
A futuristic cat girl.
Yeah, but
with no tail.
But how did you end up here? Truth's interesting to say the least. The whip that... I don't see any whip. The whip that is her signature rests in one of her hands. I don't see it. Where is it? I don't see it. All I see are boots. I have no doubt that you figured out a pattern. There's one small detail you missed. The company ship also happened to visit the planets you're talking about. And then that hits me. So a company employee has been causing this mayhem? Something about it did seem familiar to me. In other words, it was you. Precisely. You're a sharp one, aren't you? That ship just so happens to be docked on this capital ship. She's just giving all this away so easily. You wouldn't reveal this information unless you were supremely confident that you wouldn't be caught. Although I'm not certain that this woman is really who she claims to be yet. What she's doing is fitting. What she's doing does fit with my previous theories about her. Really? This is how you picture her?
I think what she was doing.
She leaves visible trails and clues on purpose. She must believe herself to be untouchable, even by people who are extensively trained. Now that's a bit worrying considering the fact that I'm facing her by myself. Also correct.
She just looks so happy. She's just so happy.
But I don't think I'll tell you why I'm untouchable by you. Enjoy a bit of detective work, don't you? Don't you, Captain? Well, my job does often require me employing to employees and detective skills. It's already something that I have an idea of. You have training, I can tell by the way you move. You know, she has cat-like grace. Alright. She's carefully poised, just standing in the right position. Judging by the length of her whip, I would guess that she has about a 3-meter reach.
Oh, wow.
And that just happens to be roughly how close she is to me. You would be correct once again. Before you ask me where I picked up your crew. What do you think that is the answer?
I'd say a potential threat.
If I were to think logically, you view us as a potential threat? You mentioned that we have the highest success rate of missions among the company of mercenaries. So if I were going to protect myself, I would eliminate my most dangerous opponent first. How far am I off the mark? You would be right. However, that's not the only reason. Despite everything, I'm a very big fan of yours.
What?
Wouldn't it be fun just to get involved with one of your adventures? I thought to myself. Did you set up this bounty deliberately to lure me out? Oh no, that wasn't me. I'm just taking advantage of the situation. Her whip begins to crackle with power.
Oh no.
So So can agree Captain Chica and her crew capture Akin, the Enigma? I can't help but let a smirk form on my face. Akin the Enigma. What a grandiose title that you've given yourself. From what I've seen, your adventures are the definition of grandiose. So I would not want to disappoint. I can't wait to see what sort of fun we have together. And for some reason, you're not just turning me in right now. It already sounds like she's sure of her victory. However, there's just one detail you've overlooked. And that will ultimately be your downfall, Akin. Whatever might that be, Captain? You just saved me the trouble of finding you myself. Are you sure that you're ready to play a game of cat and mouse with my crew? Because I don't think you are. You have training and experience, but you're way too early to be able to beat someone of the best. Beat some of the best in the business. If you know me, then you know you're going to be in for quite a fight. Akin just giggles. Oh, I'm certainly ready. After all, you still have a lot of missing pieces to that puzzle. All you know is the moment of my alias. I'm just a drifter who came to this ship recently. No one else here knows my face or even my name. She begins to slip back into the shadows. I will see you soon, Chica. I cannot wait. I can't wait for what sort of fun we'll have together. It's then that I see many security drones drifting from the hallways. All of them look like newer models. Faster reflexes, better networking, more precision. Not the kind of thing you can find just lying around. Oh, you were even kind enough to leave me with some target practice. I take a moment analyzing them before I strike. As far as I can see, they are equipped with non-lethal weapons. She said she was a fan, so I'm just going to assume she isn't out to kill us. But if I actually go and hit those drones, it would be rather humiliating. Got hit by one of those drones, it would be rather humiliating. Reputation is everything on the line of work, after all. Yeah, we got our CG.
There it is. After almost an hour.
Yeah. Alright, well, we'll see you when we see you.
Bye.
Bye.